everybody, it's Niki. I just wanted to pop back in real quick and say, wow, thank you so much to everybody for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for reaching out to me on Facebook. And as I open up my video, my posse, Odie and Bo, need to be good. They started wrestling as soon as I started my video. Surprise, right? So how about that, Pink Panther? When I started doing the videos, I thought everybody's got a song or a tune or a ditty or a jingle or something at the beginning, and seeing how I'm just like one of those mischievous types of people, I thought immediately Pink Panther came into my head. I don't know. I love it. I hope you do too. I tried to make it short and sweet so that it didn't go on forever. Believe it or not, that was like a 1963 musical. Yeah, the credits are in the beginning. The orchestra. It's like almost 4 minutes long. Thankfully, mine's not. Today, sorry, the dogs. They're worse than kids. They are kids. Today, I wanted to give you a friendly reminder that I don't hold still ever. I wanted to let you know that I've set up some stuff in the back here. I'm going to show soon. I wanted to let you know the posse will bark randomly, and today I can't pause. I'm using my computer instead of my phone, so the video and sound quality is not going to be as great as my phone, but I've got a little surprise for you. I have a guest coming to visit and chat with me soon. And so in order to do that, I had to use my computer to do the recording, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm not going to tell you right yet because I have a couple more things to say. I've been trying to keep up with everyone's comments. See, can't hold still. I just can't. I've been trying to do my best. Everyone, you have been just as gracious and wonderful as possible. I'm so thrilled. I love the comments, and I love reaching back out to everybody. I absolutely do, and I'm going to continue to try to keep that up. I went through my notes. They were a mess. Organized, I tried. Well, I'm doing good. I actually created a notebook. So if I'm looking down, you know why. So that I could write down some regular segment ideas and questions that people might have asked or asked me how to do, or things they want to see or things they want to show. And please let me know each video. I took my glasses off today. Hi, Deb. She wanted to see my eyes, so if I'm squinting, that's why, but at least I won't be going like this. Look it up. Yeah, and I guess there was a glare on my glasses, so we're going to work on that too. I've prepared a fun chat with our guest friend coming soon. But I want you to know, again, the video quality and sound quality is going to be a little different. So I'm going to speak a little slower. Her internet connection is a little slower than mine, so we're going to try to, I mean, we get gabbing, but we're going to try to slow down a little bit and give each other a chance to speak and actually hear what we have to say back to each other. That should go good. We'll be all right. We did a practice run the other day. I'm gonna save the rest for our little chat because it's just gonna be a blast. And then I'll finish off after we're done. And I hope you enjoy it. So stay tuned. More's coming soon. Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta invite her in. Hang on. Be right with you. Stay tuned, or please hold. Is that good? Hang on. Hey there, everybody. I told you I had a special guest. Laurie, introduce yourself.
Hi.
Not that you
Hi,
need an
guys.
introduction.
Oh, well.
Not
It's
that you
me.
need an introduction. Laurie of Not Forgotten Farm. I told you, I told everybody
Hey,
in the
Nick.
I told everybody in the beginning we were gonna try to take turns because we gab so much. I said we'd do our best.
So I have to stop and think after I talk and let you finish.
And then I go, hey, we might just get good at this.
Well, hopefully.
Did you grab stuff for show and tell today? I told everybody we have a little bit of show and tell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're getting busy preparing for the show that we're having on the 15th of next month. So between working on the shop, in the shop, outside of the shop, on the farm, you know, when I get a minute, I try to sit down and do some stitching. So yeah, I do. I've got some. You want to see what I'm working on at the moment?
I do. Because you know what? It's better than my empty hoop. That's an empty.
Oh, yeah, but you've got your fabulous linen on that.
Oh, that is art, right? Wait, hang on.
I would think so.
There we go. I have a half-finished painting.
I love it. I love it. You know that somebody posted about that and said that that would be, well, I know you're going to stitch it, but I heard somebody through the grapevine say that that would be a hooked rug.
You know what? That's something I'm going to have to come to you to help me with, because you know I'm just getting started. So I would want professional help helping people do that, but I'll come to you and we'll hook people up.
That's all. I'll try.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it in stitch and punch, and then we can take it from there. I mean,
okay.
It'll just be a doodle after that, and then
I think it would be a fabulous rug. Somebody had gone ahead and said, "Oh my God, that would be a fabulous rug." And then somebody had also mentioned that the carriage looks like it has a little face in it.
I seen that, and it does. I was just painting it this morning, and I'm going, it does have a face, and he's got hair, leaves, and then the little mice. The little mice. My husband was saying, "Well, why do you got one in the back?" I says, "Well, he's got to have a lookout, right? You know." And he says, "Well,
yes, somebody to watch.
Yeah,
watch the rear."
And I was gonna put a lantern on it, but I figured I'd catch the hair on fire, so I didn't put that there.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen.
No, we don't want no fires.
No.
But yeah, that would be fun, and I will come to you.
You want to see what I'm stitching?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. So usually I don't get on the computer for fun until like after 9 o'clock at night. You know, my eyes get real tired and all. So last night I decided that I was going to give my eyes a break and not get on the computer. And instead I got into my sketchpad and I came up with this crazy little chicken because, you know, I'm super influenced by the people that I live with here. So I decided that I was going to make a chicken witch. So I've got her here, and you can see a chicken witch. She's just in the first stages. I've got the little moon going, and I've got her hat done, and I've got her body going outlined. I think I'm going to name this Deviled Eggs.
I love it.
Makes sense to me.
So much.
So yeah, that's what I've got going.
No, that's with your hand embroidery.
Yeah, that's and doing the embroidery.
And you're going to be teaching people how to do
What?
projects, right? You got
Yeah.
you got tutorials coming and patterns coming for us?
Yeah, I got the patterns coming for the folk embroidery, the ones that I've been showing of the little witches and the hoops and all that stuff. I've got I think I actually may do like a generic pattern so that it can be either punched or stitched.
Right.
But they're small. So if they are punched, you know, they may have to be enlarged just a little bit. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I got to show you the coolest
Awesome.
container I just bought at Walmart.
Awesome. Bring it. Bring it.
It's a back to school locker sized
Awesome.
plastic thing. All right. But it's got compartments up top.
Sweet.
And all the storage down the bottom. So there's a sketchbook, and then I've got another, oh, here's another one that'll be coming. I've got a little embroidery of a shoe with sunflowers coming out of it.
Awesome.
Can you see it?
Yep. Sunflowers are big.
Okay.
I just did some too.
Sunflowers are beautiful.
I just did some sunflowers. I think everyone's seen it on my site. I loved them so much. I love doing them. They just make you smile. I mean, how can you not smile at a sunflower?
I know. I may have missed them. What did you do them in? Are they stitched?
Stitched. Gosh, I don't know if I should pull it off the wall. If you go to my website,
Well, we won't make you do that.
Kanikis.com,
Yeah.
It's right on the main page. And I
Okay, I'll go check it out.
part of the project is I made it to look like a feed sack, and I teach people how to paint feed sack stripes on the side of their linen. So it's on the side of the design.
Clever.
I used to, oh my God, I had to stop doing it because I had so many orders for painted, I used to do cushions, but I got tired of sewing the cushions together. And I used to do the feed sack stripes because, yeah, you could buy the material, but I wanted sepias and browns, and it just wasn't,
Yeah.
you know, I couldn't find enough of it. So I said, you know what, I'll paint it. I'll paint anything. Ask my daughter. I painted her for Halloween one year. She was so mad.
Ooh. Now, a black and orange stripe would be nice.
That would be cool. With those stockings.
Wouldn't
With
that
a
be
boot. With a boot. Do it.
See?
Creative
No,
freedom.
okay.
You do it.
Make the fabric, and I'll embroider the thing.
You got paint sitting there. Just paint some feed straps. Yeah, feed straps. You're gonna strap it on there. I knew my list wasn't gonna get me anywhere because we'd get sidetracked. Take your design and paint
All right.
feed sack stripes down the sides and turn it into a ditty bag, a ditty feed sack. Something like that. That'd be cool. Right?
That would be cool.
Do it. If you want to.
But I will take you up on that only if you paint the fabric for me.
What do you want it on? What count?
You know, I would embroider it. So I like a very small count. Actually, I use our farmhouse, our old farmhouse 40 count. It's a 40 count.
40
So
count?
I take a base 40 count linen. Yeah, I like, well, you can kind of see through it, you know, here kind of ish. But when it's finished, you can't really see through it. But I like to embroider on it because it's very small, it's very tight. And I mean, even if you pull your stitches real tight, like I'm a tight embroiderer. I don't know how that makes any sense, but for some reason I pull my stitches tight. Yeah, I don't know, Nick. But with the 40 count, it doesn't make like big holes in there. So yeah, okay,
Nice.
everybody that's watching, Nikki's gonna make a 1/4 yard of 40 count linen. She's gonna paint black and orange, one black stripe, one orange stripe, black and orange, and then I will do an embroidery pattern for it. I think that would be fabulous.
Okay, and then you'll send me the little pattern, and I'm going to try my hand at some of those stitches.
Well, I think if we do this together, that yeah, you'd get a pattern. Yeah, I would think so.
Well, you know, no, not trying to like, you know, make a trade or anything, but it just,
No. I'm saying I would love to send you. I'll send you whatever you want. You know that.
I want to learn. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. I probably used some of these stitches, and I thought, gosh, he's reteaching and rebringing some of these stitches back to life. I mean, if you look at the old samplers, I mean, there's so many of those stitches where they did, you know, the satin stitch and the stem stitch, the stitches you're using now. I mean, they were more half cross stitch and half embroidery if you look back in time, and I love that. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, if needlework, oh God, now I can't remember who I was just going to say and mention, but if I remember, I'll let Nikki know so she can put it in the credits down the bottom. Vicky Lopiccolo Jennett has a beautiful collection of old schoolgirl samplers that have the central portion of the stitch is, you know, cross stitched, of course, probably over one by a 10-year-old.
Oh my
but
God.
Then all around the border is this fabulous, very naive, very primitive satin stitch that these flowers and these vines and berries and birds and all this stuff. Yeah, there's, if you look at all the old, you know, the older work, yeah, that's that. All these stitches are in there. These aren't new by any means. Yeah,
that's what you're doing, but you're bringing it to the modern, prim, whimsical side of, you know, what people are doing now. And I've seen so much interest that when you're posting this stuff, people are like, oh my God, when are you going to teach us?
I know. Well, you know, we're in the works right now. I'm trying to find a good platform for an online class. I'm trying to go through Craftsy. I'm trying to go through, what's the other one there? There's a couple different platforms that I can go through. Mm-hmm. Some are better than others, and I really want one. I'm trying to find the one for us so that it's going to best show, you know, that. So as soon as I can find that, then I will.
I have a couple links for you because I'd wanted to do that at one point too, for, you know, even a tutorial or some kind of online class. And one of our colleagues started doing online classes, and I went and looked at the platform she was using, and it was nice, real nice. So,
okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I have had very good feedback about people wanting to learn how to do it. And believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You know, I'm just me, and you're going to get me on the, I'm going to teach you just like I am right here, right now. You're not going to get anything else. So it's going to be hands-on, but I'm going to be on your computer screen. So that's mainly what I'm looking to do. I want to do that. I want people to be comfortable. It's not hard. It's not hard, but it's so rewarding. And there's, you know, I told you, you know about my eyes. There's lots of people that know about my eyes. I have to have a couple different surgical procedures to get my eyes fixed. So in the meantime, I can't be cross-stitching, which I'm kind of, you know, sad about and all. But in the meantime, I can do this all day long, and I got no problem doing this. This has been very gratifying, and it actually was the very first thing I ever did, which was an embroidery. And I'm looking over here on one of my inspiration boards that I have here in the sewing room. I thought I had my very first ever embroidery of, and now they're back. It's a unicorn, and it was on denim, and it was on the back of my jacket, and I cut my jacket. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere in this mess of a sewing room. So
Beautiful. You know, back when I was younger, dirt, I'm sorry, people, but dirt ass poor. I was out on my own. I was working. You made $5 an hour. You had nothing. You're lucky to get chicken for 69 cents a pound and Oriental noodles. You know, so back in those days before my daughter. And I didn't have all this stuff, this wonderful, wonderful stuff to play with. All I had, and I was so bored in between work, and my creative side was kicking in. I had some spools of black sewing thread and some sewing needles. And I had my pencils, pens, and paper. That's about it. I sat there and drew a cougar, a black panther actually, coming down off the shoulder of one of my shirts and down the front of the shirt. And I stitched that whole thing by hand with, I don't know what kind of stitches, but I'm pretty sure like satin and back stitching. I mean, I didn't know what it was at the time, but I was doing it. And
right.
I look back at that, I'm like, well, you know, hey, and now we've got all these threads and it's so much fun.
Oh, I know. Do you still have that?
I don't. That was a pretty rough period of my life, and I eventually got away from it. But you know, it's like dumber than I know everything, but I'm really stupid kind of, you know, situations where I was just with the wrong person, wrong job kind of deal.
Oh, I know. Why we don't even need to go there. I'm surprised I had the forethought to cut my jacket that, you know, was a size cat. It would fit the cat now. I don't know what size I was back then, but it would probably fit Iggy right now. So I cut the patch off and I saved it. And honest to God,
You're
now
lucky.
You got me going. I'm going to have to root my stuff and look for that thing, and I'll post it up on either Facebook or something or Instagram and say, hey, this was my very first, because I did save it. And Nick, I have no idea what kind of stitches. I was just stitching.
Yeah.
I was having fun. I may have been 16.
That's
15,
all I was
don't know.
doing. I was about 17, and I was young and dumb and knew it all. You're lucky you got to keep that.
Those were the days. Those were the days for sure.
For those watching us today, Laurie has a group on, well, she's got a couple groups on Facebook. The one is Humble Work Embroidery 7. Holy crap. Humble Work Embroidery, right? Is that the one?
It's Humble Work Hand Embroidery Group on Facebook. Yep.
And that's the one where most everybody shares their hand stitching.
Well, sampler makers, yes, that kind of stuff. Yeah, sampler makers is the cross stitch group.
Right.
Out of hand rug hookers is the rug group. Woolen folk is the anything wool group, so you can rug hook or applique or felt up on that thing. What the heck else do I got going on? I don't know. I gotta have. I told you before. I cannot put myself into a FlossTube category. I am.
Well, if you think about it, I'm everywhere because everything requires thread. I thought about that. Everything requires thread. It takes threads and fibers to make wool. You can't do it without it.
Well, fibers now.
You got
fibers. Yeah, but when I'm needle felting, I'm just using roving. So unless I'm sewing it together. All right, you're right.
I've got needle roving. I do needle felting too, and then I do clay sculpting. Oh my God, I do everything.
Yeah.
So it's gonna show up.
Same here. I got a whole pack of paper clay sitting over here waiting for me to make something out of, you know, because hey, I had a coupon at Joann's and it was 50% off. So
I have to have mine dispersed in 4 different locations because of the weight. I've got paper mache, super sculpey. I'm gonna have to insert a picture at the end. I sculpt bell snickles and Santas and deer and hang on, let me go get one of my bears I did. Hang on.
Yes, please. Oh, stop. She hears me.
Might have to dust some cobwebs off. This is one of
Oh, now look at that.
she's a little
Oh my God, Nick.
but what does it say here? Honey time.
That's fabulous. Yep, I could see that.
Okay, it's backwards for me so that
Aww.
it's right for you.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? It messes up your brain.
I had to figure it took me a day to figure out. That's just not right when you get old. Sorry about the chest view, people.
I was just laughing at you. Turn him around.
Where's his?
Does he have a face?
Let me see. Get you up there.
Here he is. Well, now he's cute.
I've got some flat ones, and you know, I was thinking about doing needle minders with them because I bought all the magnets, and I thought clay would be lightweight enough to, you know, hold the magnet and the needle for people who use them.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Well, yeah. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'll be right back. I'm going to look for mine. That's a show and tell I can show you. Where the heck did I put it? Look at me running around my shop.
I'm gonna do my theme song. No. That's
Do you know what I did while you disappeared? She heard me, stinker. So all those little watercolors that I did have turned into this, which you cannot see well, but
cobblestones, glass. They're like pebbles. Oh my gosh! Yep.
No. They're not the glass pebbles. They're actually glass bebbles. They go along with the what did you say before? The French? No, the feed sack straps. These are glass bezels.
I forgot to warn everybody in my first video, so I'm gonna add that now. I have my own language. It's Nikanese. In the more my husband named it. He understands it. It's amazing. I can take a sentence or even a whole entire paragraph, smash it into a word or two, and he's like, "Yeah, I know, I understand."
You're cracking me up. Anyway, the needle minders that with the polymer clay is a really good idea. No, these are glass bezels, and you know the little thing that they go in, and then of course the charms and all. But these are going to be in the shop for the gathering. They're the scissor fobs. I went ahead and got the rare earth magnets, like you're talking about, the real strong, tiny little rare earth magnets that are super strong. But for some reason, this metal has sterling silver in it, and it won't. I tried gluing it, and then it won't. I don't know. I gotta futz around with it. It's just not working. It's not working. There are girls that have asked me for this one in particularly. It's a tiny little witch sitting on a tiny little spool, and then a spool dangly, hangy down thing. No, it doesn't open. It's just a.
Get the picture in there then.
Oh, well, initially, yes, you take your watercolor, you glue it down in, and then you put your glass bezel. Here's the side view of it.
Will the magnet
the dome
in with the picture?
No, so you got to glue the magnet to the back.
Yep.
But because it's a sterling silver and the magnet won't stick to a sterling silver, the other magnet wants to pop off. I don't know. It's a mess. So you know what? So they're necklaces right now.
Hey, necklaces,
Or
jewelry, Bob.
or stick them on the end of your scissors. That's all. There.
Bob's. I love it.
How's that?
I
Yeah.
love it.
So these we'll have at the show because, you know, I'm one person and I don't mass produce really anything finished. That's the one thing I do not do. I'll make some things.
You can only do so many.
But I can't, I'll make like 6 of this, 10 of that, you know.
Yep, that's
in this case, I think I have 11 maybe of these. So, and if there's anything left after the show, then we're going to have on my selling page on my blog, I'll put whatever's left. If there's anything left, hopefully there won't be, but for the ones that want to buy off the blog, maybe, yeah.
When I first opened up my gift shop, my friend Karen, that I was telling people about, Karen and Nikki, she went down, oh my God, we wiped out AC Moore. I had a 4-story house and it was full. AC Moore had those glass pebbles. I don't know what else to call them. They're just glass. They were about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She used to glue pictures to the back of them and then felt in a magnet, and she was selling them like hotcakes. And I thought, well, God, they make needle minders. I don't know how heavy they'd get though. You know.
I don't know.
I don't know if the needle.
They're like domed on one side, flat on the other.
Yep. I don't know if the needle would hold to. Oh, hang on. Someone gifted me one, and I love it, but it doesn't.
I've got the same one.
And I love it. So I decorate with it right now, but.
I've got the same one. I got it from somebody, and it's very strong, and the needle sticks to the domed part.
Pretty good. Oh my gosh, I just stick it in my fabric, but it sticks pretty good. Right?
Yeah, it sticks really well.
It sticks
I like it. I've got the same exact one. What's this say? Good stuff?
Well, now I took my glasses off and yeah, it says good stuff. What's it say? That's why
I don't know. I can't read it.
That's why they put those packages in food that say do not eat. Somebody ate it. You know they did.
I don't have any idea who did that. I didn't do it, thank God.
We were watching a show last night on the Travel Channel about food, and this guy's out picking mushrooms with the booze traveler. He's funny.
Oh yeah.
He's quite drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes to a lot of neat places, and they were going out collecting mushrooms. And he said out of 10,000 some odd species of mushrooms, only, 12 of them were edible. And what's his name?
Oh.
Jack there from the Booze Traveler was laughing. He says, so who wants to be on that team? We're going to line them up and next to each kind of mushroom and say, go ahead and eat this. And watch them die off and say, okay, that one's not edible. He goes, in history, they've done that. How did they, they have teams of people set up to test food to see if it was edible or not. And I said, I've always wondered that. How many people?
Unfortunately, that's true. Unfortunately, that.
And thank God people started writing because they had to tell their, ancestors, no, don't eat that. That killed my uncle,
Yeah. I know, right? Uncle Fred died from mushroom poisoning after he tripped and saw pretty colors.
Oh my gosh, yeah, a lot of them are crazy. So Kaniki's Cauldron, what's for dinner tonight, Laurie?
I took out New York strips. I've got fresh asparagus, and I'll go ahead and I'll roast the asparagus because it's my favorite. I love it roasted. I'll put the strips on the grill, but I take the asparagus and I make a pocket in tinfoil, you know, tinfoil.
Yep.
Does anybody call it tinfoil?
I do.
Okay, thank you. But you're from the north, so yeah, it's down here. It's aluminum foil.
Aluminum. Now that takes too much effort. Tin.
I know.
Foil. Foil works.
I make foil. I make a pocket of foil. I cut the woody ends off of the asparagus, and I put it in on the, you know, in the pocket, and I put olive oil, and I put sea salt, and I put garlic, and then I put squeeze some lemon in, and a little bit of Parm cheese, and I roll up the edges, and I put it on the, like the steaks are down here on the grill, and that other thing that's up there, you know, the higher one, so it doesn't burn. It just steams. So it's really good. You're laughing at me.
I know. You know, that part of the grill, the second rack. I got you. I got the visuals.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's really good. It's good. What else? I'll make some potatoes probably. And for dessert, I bought some peaches from our local orchard.
Nice.
So I think I'm going to make some peach cobbler. It doesn't take long. Yeah. Other than that, what are you making? Because I saw your sausage bread, girlfriend.
Hi. Have you ever had that? My sister started making that years ago. And I actually used to roll it into, you know, like take one loaf, I'd spread it out, fill half of it, and then seal it over. But I kept breaking the bread. So I said, you know what? As much as I make, I just do it sheet size, and then I share it with family and friends because it's huge. There's a lot.
I saw it, and it looked really good.
It's addicting. John went, oh my God, he wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, I'm making it. It's in the oven. He literally fell asleep, and all of a sudden his nose started moving. I'm like, yeah, it's in the oven.
He smelled it like Pepper, our black and tan coonhound. She's like, dear.
Yep. Same thing. The man dog food.
Yeah.
It's evolution at its best.
I know.
Food wakes him up in a nanosecond. I don't cook when he's sleeping. I don't dare.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that stuff is.
Well, I can tell you're probably a very good cook. So I'm thinking that next time when you come down here to teach a class, because guys, I'm trying to get Niki to come down to Not Forgotten Farm to teach a class, please.
I would love to.
I think when Niki comes down to teach her class, I'm thinking she needs to either write out the recipe for all of us or bring enough to share.
I'll just jump in your kitchen, and by the time I'm done, you better invite more people over. Because I do not know how to cook for 2 people, 4 people, 5 people. When I make food, it goes to Pete, old man Pete, our neighbor. And then we take dinner down to Mama and Larry, and then we have ours, and then we're still wondering what we're gonna do with the rest of it, because there's no way to make it small. I don't know how.
But that's how we cook. That's how we cooked in the old days, you know. I don't understand all the. And I'm going to say something here that's going to aggravate a lot of people, I'm sure, but I don't understand the diets. I don't understand the keto, and I don't understand the Atkins, not all the, I just don't get it, you know. If you look at us back in like the 1940s, 1950s, where we just ate food.
Yeah. The food was healthier, though.
I don't.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. But why do we need all these? I don't understand the diets. Just eat your meat, vegetables, and potatoes, and then have dessert, and do it all before 9 o'clock at night.
And stay busy. Stay busy. You gotta move. Get up off of it. Yeah. I can't hold still anyway. I already warned everybody. I'm all over the place.
Well, yeah. I know. I'm like, yeah.
Some of those diets, I've looked at some of the recipe. My friend does the keto, and some of the stuff that they put out there is stuff I already eat. I mean, it's just
well, that's what I mean.
Wonderful, good.
That's what I mean about it.
She'll say, I'm eating this and this and this, and I'm like, that's in my fridge for snacks. I mean, you know, that's great stuff. It's, I don't know.
I know. I just don't.
Or counting calories. I don't know. I did that once, and it don't really matter because my metabolism, like, I burn 3 times the amount of calories I consume in a day, and menopause.
Really?
Oh, I do.
Holy.
I do.
You burn more now than you did?
I've remained the same weight for the last 14, 15, 16 years. I haven't gained or
I'll tell you what, girlfriend. Menopause hit me, and all of a sudden I got those, and then I got a ruffle. It's a ruffle. It's not a roll. I have a ruffle.
It's FlossTube menopause.
Yeah. Your menopause is working better than mine.
We're keeping it real. Well, you know, I just can't sit still. So that's probably a big factor. And I'm like a squirrel.
You know,
I snack in little pieces. I don't eat like big, huge meals. I'll make a huge meal, but I'll have a little bit, and I'll wait a little while, and I'll have a little bit. And if it's something John really likes, I'll hide some of it so I can have a little bit later.
Well, let me tell you, when you first came into my booth, you and I have been friends online for a while now.
Yeah.
But when you first came into the booth, I'm just looking at my hair, sorry. When you came into my booth at the last Prim Stitcher Society retreat,
yep.
I swear to God, I was like, this child is as big as a minute. You are so tiny.
I'm only 5'2". Well, I probably shrunk. I don't know. I'm going to be 46 in October. So I think I've just been shrinking.
Well, I'm 10 years older than you, so whatever.
And I have John. He doesn't clean or anything. He cooks, but he doesn't clean, so he keeps me busy.
Yeah, where is that man, by the way?
He took his father-in-law fishing today, so I got the house to myself.
That's nice.
I told him I was going to put a sign on the door that said on air. What do you call it when you're broadcasting on air? Or
on the air, yeah,
on the air. There you go. Because he said, well, how do I know if you're going to be doing your video so I don't come in swearing like a trucker? I said, sorry, guys, we're keeping it real. This is real life behind the scenes here.
This is it.
And he says, well, how will I know? And I says, well, maybe I should put a sign up on the door that says on the air. I forgot the sign.
I think that works. That's all right. I already told Peter when I was on the phone with you before, right?
Yep.
I got off the phone and I said to Peter, all right, look, I'm going upstairs to the sewing room. I'm getting on the Big Mac. Niki is going to be on the computer with me. Well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, kind of think of it as FaceTime, but not. It's kind of like this shared thing. And, you know, don't scream at me from the bottom of the stairs that you need a beer. Don't, you know, tell me that the dog has pooped somewhere in the yard that, you know, it's my turn to pick it up kind of thing. You know, just try to, you know,
yep.
Rein it in just a little bit for an hour if you could, please. Because I have one of those husbands too.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I am unavailable. John started with me the other night about something, and I said, I am unavailable. He said, excuse me? I said, I am unavailable.
I like that word. Now tell me. There you go. Let's get to the word.
The word. Oh, the word. Yes. Okay. In some of the.
I got to keep her on track. I don't know where I'm looking. I'm looking up there. I got to keep her on track because she has something written down in front of her, but you know.
I got a list.
How's that going for you?
Oh, awesome. We stopped up here somewhere and then we bounced over. We made it to dinner.
All right. So,
I didn't tell you what I was making
getting
for
back.
dinner. I'll give you my word, and this will describe why I totally forgot. Okay. So for dinner, I think I'm going to do a shepherd's pie. And our way of doing it, is I just saute some burger and onions, and everything we make gets minced to garlic. We love garlic. So some onions, some garlic, some hamburger, some seasonings. And then on top of that, pour a little bit of shredded cheese, whatever you like. And then you make up some, I use instant taters because it's faster. And I like them. But you can use real potatoes. You can use real potatoes.
Yeah.
Whatever you got on hand. And then I do the burger, cheese, a can of creamed corn, then a layer of potatoes, and then repeat the layer until you get to the top of the pan, which my pans are usually the big, baking pans. Then I put cheese on the very top and bake it for a little while, and it is awesome. It is just awesome.
I'm hungry.
I call it shepherd's pie.
Over there again. I'm hungry.
There's different versions of it. That's the one I do. I don't know. It doesn't take long.
It sounds good to me. No, I've always had shepherd's pie with corn, ground beef, and potatoes.
Yeah.
Joan, who will be watching this, so shout out to Joan. Hey, Joan. She likes it. She likes it with ground beef, potatoes, and peas.
Peas. I never would have thunk it.
I never would have thunked it either.
You like that? That's not my word for the day, but
I know. But
baby,
I've never tried it with the peas. I think she uses canned peas. I'm not a fan of canned vegetables for some reason. I just don't know.
Corn.
I like frozen, but whatever.
Corn.
Yeah, I use frozen. I use the frozen corn, but Joan said that if I ever made her, because she comes over for supper and whatnot every now and again, and I haven't had her over for a while, and oh my God, now I'm going to hear about it.
You should get her to dinner now that we have all these recipes whooping up in the cauldron.
I know. I like to make it with the frozen corn, but she likes it with peas. So I'm going to have to just try it with the peas just to say that I've tried it with the peas.
Put it in one corner.
I could do that. I've got a big baking dish and I'll, layer it and I'll put all my corn and I'll put this much peas for Joan.
There you go. Right.
And maybe taste it.
I don't know. I like them frozen. Whoops, sorry guys, I left my email on. Sorry about that. I just dinged. I like the little frozen sweet peas, and I use that in my ranch pasta salad. It's fantastic.
I love that. Yep, I love that. That's very good.
I think I shared that.
I don't know, but you should.
I think I did. And then I just put the sausage bread one up on Instagram, Facebook, and then I'm going to put it here today. And this time I added
that
to it. I added cream spinach.
What did you add?
Creamed spinach. I added that in with all the sausage and eggs and the cheeses, and oh my God, it's delicious.
And so much for the diets, girl. Sausage and cream spinach and all the stuff.
I have a seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it.
Yep. You got that right.
Oh, tomorrow's not.
I'm right there with you.
Tomorrow's not promised. I'm gonna enjoy it today. You know what I mean? Me and John had
when you and I were
Ben and Jerry's salted caramel praline something or other. Holy crap. We had that for dinner the other night. We sat there on the couch giggling
Better
like
than
school kids eating ice cream for dinner.
I swear to God, it is the best ice cream out.
Have you tried the salted caramel? There's literally a well of caramel down the center. I kept hitting it too, and he's like,
Yeah,
how
the
are you getting so lucky? I'm like, I don't know.
because I scooped out the middle, dear. You know, it's like eating the brownies. You know, I'll give you all the brownies, but I'm taking the big hunk in the middle.
I
I know
started
what you're
in the
doing.
middle. Did you see how I cut my sausage bread? I started in the middle. Someone actually asked me about that. I said, oh, I'm weird for one thing. I says, but no, I says, I really wanted to know if the bread was nice and done top and bottom through the middle. So I just had John cut a piece of stripe down the middle, and we just dug our way out from there. Well, how would you dig yourself out? From the middle.
I got to think about that, Nick. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, even
If it's brownies, I'm digging
meatloaves,
myself out from the middle. Yeah.
meatloaves,
Uh-huh.
zucchini breads. I mean, think about all those bulky things you make. You want to start in the middle, make sure it's done, right? Why not?
I guess.
Brownies.
Meatloaf, I put cheese in the middle of mine.
Oh, so do I. Big chunks of super sharp cheddar.
And that's
So,
why yes, okay.
word.
I'll agree with you that I'm definitely cutting my meatloaf in half down the middle because my cheese is in there and I gotta have that piece.
I'm telling you.
All right.
You gotta dig
All
yourself up
right.
in the
All
middle.
right.
If you fall into a bowl
Yeah.
of ice cream, where are you gonna start? On the outside, you're already in the middle.
I want to hear your word.
Well, this will explain a lot of things. Arbitrary. And I'm going to do a shout out to Michelle Bendy because she's doing Arbitrary August.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. And she kept saying arbitrary, arbitrary, arbitrary. And I'm like, what in the hell? You ever hear words so much that you forget what it means, or, you know, it looks funny spelled and you got to look it up to make sure you're still speaking English? Yeah,
Yes.
it happens, right? So the
Yeah.
definition, you ready? The definition,
Unless you're speaking Nikanese, unless you're speaking Nikanese.
I'm doing that right now. So she's doing arbitrary August. I'm like, isn't that like random? So I looked it up. The definition is based on random choice or personal whim, rather than rather than any rhyme nor reason. And I said, that's me. Random,
It
no rhyme or reason, right?
Yeah.
The word,
arbitrary is a wonderful word. Yeah.
the word, it fits you too, I think. We both bounce all over the place from one thing to another, and you're random. And well, I mean, we have reasons.
Schizophrenic is more mine because I can't, I don't know. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's just like squirrel for me. So I guess it is. Yeah. I'm arbitrary. Hi, my name is Laurie and I'm arbitrary.
So Michelle, I'm not, well, I hope to be stitching by, what is today? Thursday. I hope to be stitching by this weekend. And I'm certain it's going to be arbitrary because I've got designs on the computer I can't show you because, oh, there you go again. I went random. I'm sitting here painting a drawing. I had my linen out. And I go, wait a minute. And I pulled up another design, pulled it into my stitch program. I said, I don't like it. So I started changing it. 4 hours later, I had 3 new designs and I hadn't touched my painting. I said, I'll get to it.
It happens.
So we are.
It happens. I think as creative people, I don't think that we should ever try to pigeonhole ourselves into any one thing. I think that, whatever comes into the brain, what's little left of it or whatever. I think we just got to go with it, because you stifle yourself and it's no fun. And then, yeah, you just got to go with it. So that's why Nikki and I do what we do, and which is all of it.
We
right?
keep it real. All of it. Anything I can get my hands on, even if I'm not good at it, I try it. I mean, you know, and
Yeah.
keep it wonky, keep it real, keep it fun. You know, don't worry so much about perfect. I am not a perfection. I'm not. I have people buying my patterns that stitch way better than me. Because you know,
tell me about it.
I honestly, they've done it for so long, or they learned a different way, or you know, me, I just dove right in.
You know,
and I'm just jumping in. It's fun. This is enjoyable. This is relaxing, and then that led me to so many other things.
It should be fun. It should be enjoyable. There is no, I'm sorry, but you know, all these people that take, look, there are so many classes from so many designers for so many techniques, but there are so many techniques under the sun, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to tackle it.
But all of that, you know, everybody is going to stitch, hook, punch, draw, paint their own way. You can teach so many people the basics, and you've been a teacher of many things for many years, your painting and whatnot.
Yep.
All you can do is give them basic, just show them how you do it, and then, you know, let them go from there and let them develop their own way of doing it. I am not a fan of, I'm not a fan of teachers that say, you know, hard and fast, you have to do this in this way and that way and that way. I can't do that. And it upsets me to think that someone would criticize me like a junior high school shop teacher and say, that's not right. I'm not here to make a grade. I'm here to just learn and enjoy. And yeah, Nick, you know.
In high school, I literally had an art teacher tell me, she said, you're not going to make any money doing this, so why are you even bothering? And it, you know,
yeah, that's nice.
Even a statement like that is somewhat like, this is the only way to do it, and if you can't do it like this, you're not going to succeed. It's not true. There's always a way.
Right.
And there's a way that's going to work for you.
I have a very simple way that I teach, and I teach my way. I do not ever tell you when you leave my class that it has to be done when you leave my class my way.
Right.
I'm going to give you basics. I'm going to give you the basics of how I do it. And when you go, there are, you know, look it up online. There are 1,000 different ways to do it.
Oh God,
you can't pigeonhole yourself.
When I got back into the stitching, it'd been a long time, and I found the first piece I picked up was a blackbird design, and I don't know how I landed on it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start stitching again. So of course it had to be one with specialty stitches, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm on YouTube and trying to find all the, and that just, oh my God, that just took me crazy. By the time I got that piece done, I still have it. It's beautiful, but I looked at all my designs and I went, I'm doing this. I don't know if I'll ever get to that level of, you know, I don't know if I can explain this to somebody else, but I'm going to do my best and, you know, try to show them how I figured it out. And if I don't have the answer, I'm going to send it to someone else and to someone else and to someone else and say, hey, try it their way.
That's right. What you just said is key. And that is, you know, if you can only teach it the way you know it, you learned it maybe from somewhere or somebody, or you have it intrinsically in you, but to teach it is a whole nother thing. So you're going to have to just give them basics and say, go on from here. And you know what, if you need me, I'm here. I'll try to help as much as I can. Right.
One of the things I couldn't figure out is because, when I was younger, my mom had started me on Ada, and I jumped right on to Osnaburg because it's what I had on hand. And I tell you, that was tough. I mean, that's like 40 count. So I'm sitting
Well,
there
it's
going,
confusing because that Osnaburg's an uneven weave. So
it
you got
is.
one
And
count
so
going this way, one count going that way.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at
Your
their
design is
picture.
going to be this big or like this.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm looking at their picture. I'm looking at mine going, all right, come on. I thought I was doing good. I said, why am I not getting this? And I'm online looking. I'm like, all right, I know I'm doing this right. You know, the confusing charts of where they show the holes and you start on the diagonal or this leg or that. I didn't get that. I just said, okay, come in this hole, count over 2, bunker down, come back up. I got an X. Perfect. I covered all of those holes.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Funny stuff. But you learn as you go. It's a learning.
Look,
I'll always be learning.
It is. Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, I may have published designs. You may have published designs. We may have, you know, people that buy our things and whatnot, but God knows.
Yeah.
I could show you baskets full of mistakes. You know, I'm always making corrections. I'm always leaving something out. I am a human being, not a being. I am a human being. I'm a tiny little human being. I'm a human being. And I make mistakes, guys, you know, so it's okay. It's okay. If I can make those mistakes, you can make those mistakes and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Just like I always told my daughter, don't do what I do because I just told you what I did wrong. So don't do that. Right?
Yeah.
She didn't listen very well. No, I find so much fun in it. And when I was talking to you the other night, I just put, you know, the fall issue of PNPS is coming out, primitive punchy, primitive stitcher, and I was on such a crunch and I wasn't counting properly, and I got 9/10 of this design, and I am off by 1 row, folks. I'm another confession. I should rename my channel Kaniki's Confessions. So
there you go.
Kaniki's Confessions, and I'm in the cauldron because I did it.
Yeah.
So I'm off by 1 row, guys, but I made it look good. So the pattern you're getting is correct. It's 100%. But mine was off by 1 row, and I literally, that's why the design changed. But you didn't know that till now. I'm confessing.
No. See, these are secrets. These are secrets.
And I
sometimes our designs
I'm ripping all this
not
out.
being anything. Yeah, no, don't rip it out. Don't rip it out. Make it work, M1. Make it work.
Deb was tapping her fingers like, Nick, I got to get it to print. Nick, I got to get it to print. And I'm like, what do I do? 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm redesigning this thing. And I'm like, okay, it's coming over here. It's going to have a swirly over here. This is going to look magnificent. And it did. It worked out great.
That's right.
And if you count correctly, it'll work out good for you.
That's right.
If
Absolutely.
not, add some more stuff in. Mix it up and mingle it up and add more in.
Make it yours. Make it yours.
Definitely.
I have no problem. I love to see, you know, girls that take my colors and not use them. I have seen the most beautiful works from customers and followers and whatnot that go ahead and totally divert from what mine is. And honest to God, I'm like, I should have did that. I should have thought of that myself, you know, but I didn't. That's what makes us all individual.
Oh, I got this showing here.
Uh-oh, she's gone again.
Last year's Halloween. Close the Raven.
Yes.
I have it packed up there. This is a punch needle covered journal.
Yep. That's beautiful.
I want to give a shout out to Stitchy Witch 42, Audrey. She's awesome. You should see the projects. Oh, go visit her, Laurie, if you haven't. She did a journal.
I will.
She did a journal cover with a Halloween, oh my gosh, potions. And it was a book cover. But everything that she
Uh-huh.
gets from everybody, she's saving in the pages, like postcards and stickers and the
Oh,
cards, and it's just awesome.
yeah.
But cover journals, I
See,
mean,
that's cool.
cover
Yep.
everything.
Yep. That's cool. And see, there's so many different finishes that we can do too. And it's like,
Oh, it's
I don't know.
endless. So
Not enough hours in the day.
I get on my Facebook wall and I'm like, hello, anybody out there? What do you guys want to see? How do you want me to finish it? Come on, I need help.
I know.
Because I'm arbitrary and I can't make up my mind.
Well, when I figure out what my word is without swearing, I will let you know.
Yeah, well, I could add to that. That'd be, wait a minute, that'd be without rhyme or reason.
Yeah, kinda.
Without rhyme or reason. Oh my gosh. Well, I know you have a crowd coming tonight and you got to cook.
You know, we're, if you don't mind the plug, we've got our Gathering of Primitive Friends show, which is our 10th year this year. This year we're going ahead and we are having a hook-in for the first time ever, this is something that we've wanted to do for a very long time. We could not accommodate it in the shop. So Peter and I are building on to our shop. And that's our last video, I think our last YouTube video was, you could hear some of the works in the background. But yeah, we're just trying to get everything ready and get that done so that we could accommodate everybody. And
it's going to be amazing. I really wish I could come. I am a hermit, but you know what? Part of that was because for years, I mean, I was a mother. We had all the animals. We had, oh my God, no one who could come in and take care of horses. Not many people. And I know. So if we went to do something, who was going to take care of the horses, the dogs, the cat, the house, the wood stove, but I do love being at home. It was a blessing.
Well, you need to get over it. Get a babysitter.
Yeah. As well, we're down to 2 dogs and a cat. And
well, good. Bring them with you. Yeah, and come here.
That's the problem. I got you met Odie. He's our bull mastiff.
Yes. I don't care how big he is. We had a 210-pound dog named Buddy at one time. We know big dogs.
Yeah, but he's not. He's great with people, but he's awful dominant with other dogs, and that's that's my issue. Like when we lost T-Bone last year, my older guy. He was with me for 14 years.
Yeah.
He was a baby.
I know.
I didn't want to get another dog, but I got, John said, Nick, Odie's not eating. He's depressed. We got to get another dog. I said, oh, this ought to be fun. Because
so gotta get a friend for him.
We met Bo, and he actually didn't try to eat him. So we brought him home. And I thought, well, he must be special because I think T-Bone on his way out gave Bo a kiss on the way in, giving him a little advice on how to get into our house.
I believe
our hearts, but yeah, Odie makes it difficult for travel. So either I go somewhere and I don't really. There's only 2 people I trust to come in the house when I'm not home, and
that I understand that too.
He's like
that too. Well, when Niki figures this all out, she can figure it out, and then hopefully 2019 would be a wonderful year, because that is the year that I am going to be planning on staying home a lot more to do more classes here. Yeah. I have to give myself a break from, I love doing shows, girls. Don't get me wrong. I love coming out. I love seeing you. I love going vending. I love teaching. It's so much work. Guys don't know how much work it is. I got to give myself at least a year, maybe 2 years, to just stick home for a little bit. Not that I'm not doing any shows. I'm very peculiar. No, I'm not peculiar. I'm peculiar. I'm very, I don't know what the word is. I'm very picky about what shows I'm doing now. Not that they're not good shows, but it's because of travel distance and all. You get what I'm saying? I need to stick home just a little bit for a little bit. Yeah. And I have a whole roster of people that I want to bring in to teach here. You know, because we're putting on this big room and it's going to be a studio and all that fun stuff. So yeah, Nick, whenever, you know, I don't care.
That's why I started teaching from
Huh?
home when I did, because of the travel. Even going local,
Yeah.
literally, I mean, you have a shop, I had a gift shop, I had a brick and mortar, and I would have to pack up my entire shop to go to the show and then put it all back what didn't sell when you get home, or make more. It was just so much work. I said, my goodness. And I said, finally,
That's exactly how it is.
let people
It's
come
exactly
in.
how it is.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the older you get, the slower you get. It's a lot. It's a
Who's
lot.
old?
Oh, me.
Are you referring to the 10-year age gap between us?
Me. Oh, come on. You're not 56. There's no way. No way.
I'm 55.
No
55.
way.
I'll be 56 in February. I swear to God.
You are not. See, no.
I'm just so immature that you'd never know how old I was.
Your inside glows then, because you're only as young as you or old as you feel, right? Is that what they say?
That's sweat, Nick.
Hey, this is salt and pepper.
I had a hot flash. I had a hot flash. I'm not glowing.
Oh, I cursed my husband with my hot flashes. I gave them to him. I did. I said, if I have to have all these other symptoms, I said, you're getting the hot flashes. And I kid you not, within a couple months, he started getting hot flashes. I don't mean to laugh or be evil, but I was like, that could not have possibly worked in any universe. Mine went away and he started getting man flashes. I'm horrible, right?
That was an evil laugh. It was an evil laugh. And I know you did it on purpose. So whatever.
Be careful what you say, people. I don't care who or how or what powers you believe in. I don't, because I love y'all anyway. But never say. Is
Yeah,
that
always be careful.
Be careful what you say. One day I thought I was smart. I was heading down the road. I had to go get one of our horses, and it started raining, and I was in a really bad mood because I had to go get the horse. And I looked up at the skies and I shook my hands and I said, is that all you got? And it started hailing. And I am not lying to you. It literally started hailing. I was getting pelted with marbles and golf balls. And it was like a quarter mile of no trees, just open farmland fields. And I'm like, and then I started laughing. I said, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Just kidding. How'd that? Yeah. You're not old enough. You're not old enough to remember the commercials about never fool with Mother Nature.
Oh, yeah.
But I am. So never fool with Mother
Nature. Oh, no. And my farmer friend, old man Pete, says, Nikki, would you talk to her? And I says, are you kidding me? I said, she isn't going to listen to me either.
No, sorry. She's got her own agenda with us.
And never say, is that all you
got?
got?
Don't say that either. Don't say that, my God.
Or what's next? Nope. Those words rarely leave my mouth. Oh,
no.
my God. Well, Nikki's going to go fire up the cauldron. I'm going to try to.
All right, you go ahead.
Finish up my.
I got to get some supper I got to get some supper going for our people here, and I got to go feed everybody. What are you doing? Oh, yes, I love this. I mean, guys, come on.
This is my first watercolor. This first time
I love it. You never know it was your first. I love to sky. You've got the sky all nice. Are you doing wet on wet? Or are you doing dry on wet or dry on dry?
Little bit of both, depending on intensity. I'm trying to figure out my
Yeah.
raisins because they're so close together. I think I'm gonna add blue on the tops for highlights and then black underneath. And I think I have the perfect.
Don't forget about purple.
Yep, purple, black, and I think I have the perfect thread.
Gotta put the purple in there. Oh, I'll bet. Now, are you going to put that on one of your printed or, your printed linens? Or are you going to leave that on just maybe a stained linen?
I don't know what I'm doing. I thought about painting with acrylic mediums. Your rooster.
Oh, yeah.
Acrylic and
you hear that?
And then just doing my own painted background, because honest to God, I suck at dyeing. I do. I give high praise to those out there dyeing and making it come out right every time.
Can you hear my rooster?
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. They don't have a clue as to what time it is. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 5:17 in the evening. Growing. Yeah.
We had one that crowed all the time too. His name was Rocket. You know why we named him Rocket? I won't tell you.
I'm pretty sure I know why.
He flew like a rocket when you kicked him in the bum.
Oh, you're very bad.
Oh, he was awful. He'd come at you, and the worst part about it was he was a little mini bantam.
I love them.
And he was not very nice. He would attack John and me. Well, he tried me, and then I stopped one day, and I'm like, yeah? And he went, oh, crap. And I grabbed him.
You're bigger than I am.
And I had him in front of me, and I says, no, I don't think so. This isn't going to happen this way. He was so cute, though. You couldn't be mean to him.
No, not at all. You don't have a mean bone in your body.
No. They made me laugh. I got pictures of me when they were little. They were in the house because of the time around here in New York. You know, the brooding when you get them at the stores. It was too cold to put them outside, so Rachel had them in her room. Yeah, that was great.
Yep.
I'd be sitting there working, and all of a sudden a chicken would run by, and I'm like, okay, that's enough.
There he goes.
Odie would corral him back into the room and say, no, 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 no. They were a lot of fun, though, and I did like the fresh eggs, but once Rachel moved out,
we love them.
So
yeah.
This is real life.
We've got 2 hens left.
2 hens? Just 2? And
yeah. They got old, and we haven't gotten any new ones, and we haven't had the time to we used to let them sit and then hatch, but the black snakes are so bad here, and that's a terrible thing to say, but the black snakes get a lot of our eggs. But we don't have rats, but we do have some of the barn mice, like the field mice get in. So I would and they get into the feed for the donkeys and the sheep and whatnot. Yeah. So I would rather pay a black snake an egg a day.
Yep.
to keep the mice population down, population down, than to have all of the mice poop and eat things that they shouldn't be eating and get all nasty. So yeah. But this spring, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a whole nother thing of hens, little babies, little baby ditties and whatnot. And yeah.
Since I'm coming this spring? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh, since I haven't plotted out. And, Des, oh my God, I'm just so used to calling her Des. Desiree Caldwell. She's in our group.
Yes.
She was at PSS retreat.
That would be the PSS Prim Stitcher Society on Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I know. Yes. Not everybody knows, right? I mean, I just take this as I'm arbitrary.
It's It's okay. She's arbitrary.
That is, Michelle, I love you. That's my word. Michelle, she keeps saying arbitrary. I'm like, that's me. Stop calling me. No. But Des offered to take me to the next retreat, and I went, wow, that's really, I think the next one's a lot farther away. I don't know. I have to
It's
find
in
out.
Nashville.
Is it real? So that's way past. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm geographically
That would be
challenged
Tennessee,
as well.
Nick. That would be Nashville, Tennessee. So it's a little
Right.
bit farther away. Yeah.
How far away from? I think that's a long trip.
It's a good 5 hours from me here in Virginia.
You're 7.5 hours from me.
Well, it's gonna, I would take 2 days if I were you. If you could do that.
Well, she offered to take me to that retreat, so maybe I can talk her into taking me to Not Forgotten Farm for the weekend, and we can come and invade you.
I wouldn't mind being invaded by Kaniki's Niki.
She's so sweet.
But
I was overwhelmed by all the people at the merchant mall. I was like, oh my gosh.
I know you were.
Seriously, people,
You
I don't
walked in
know
and your eyeballs, poor Nikki's eyeballs were like this big and she couldn't focus. She was just like everywhere.
I go, wow.
It was good. It was good finally seeing you guys, though. I mean,
was sitting there talking to Beth Seal, and she was right next to you. And we were hooting and talking, and you were yammering away, and I go, watch this. So I kept sneaking up. Sneaking up. Yeah, well, yeah.
That's so unlike me.
Oh, I know. Then I bumped into you, and I'm like, psst. It was so
I remember.
I didn't even get to show up, Laurie. John kept taking off and going
bumping up on me, and I'm like, who is bumping into me? And I was like, oh my God, it's little Niki.
Yeah, they let me out in public.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
it was
a good thing.
Blast. It was a blast. And we went up with some friends on the way home and had dinner. It was so nice.
It's always fun. The retreats are always fun.
So I'm gonna try to do some sort of escape every year, but I can't really drive alone. I get too anxious.
It's okay.
I
get it. I get it.
John will come if we have someone that we know and trust to come in for the dogs, but we'll definitely, it's on my list.
All right. Well, that's the main reason why I and Joan go to the shows, because you know we have so many animals here. We've got so much stuff going on that Peter usually stays home. There's been a couple local shows that he's gone to with me, but other than that, no, he stays home because we have so many people here. You know, and it is hard because, you know, it's like leaving your children to a babysitter you just don't know. I mean, oh, my heart. So I get it, but you'll get here.
Well, the last time I left, when I came to the retreat, all of a sudden Bo decided that chewing up garbage from our little garbages was a great idea. He started getting separation anxiety. And I went, oh my God.
Hey,
he's so used to me being home all the time that really, like, oh my God, my mom left me. And I'm like, wow, I can work on this a little. So
I know. It breaks your heart.
It's kind of hard because I don't want him to feel like he's left alone. So, I mean, I literally take him with me if I go to the post office because it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Get in the truck.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Big baby. Big babies. We know.
They both are. They're nuts. I love them.
All right. Well, I have to go make dinner. And you have to go make dinner because if I don't make dinner, my husband will come up here pretending that he is fainting.
Oh, mine's the same way. It's
tell me, I have not eaten all day. you need to feed me. I'm like, really? So yeah, that's what's on my list next.
My husband cooks for me most of the time. I'll sit here and work, and he will literally bring me food. But the
Well,
trait.
that's nice.
Well, hang on, I'm not done.
Oh yeah.
I'm arbitrary. He's
Okay.
chaos.
Oh.
22 years ago when we met, and we were all, my sister and her kids lived with me, and then he moved in. We were all going to college. Me and my sister were going to college. Okay, so we made a deal. Whoever cooked, the other person cleaned. So what did he start doing? Come on.
Cooked.
Oh, yeah. And not just one meal, but he'd keep cooking. Smart guy, eh?
Smart man.
I told him the other
Smart
night,
man.
I informed him that rule was not grandfathered in no more because he eats way more than I do.
Yeah. There's no clause written in the
No.
marriage contract
No.
that, you will cook for me for the rest of your days. And yeah, no, that's not how that works.
And I will clean up after you. I said to him, I says, oh my God, really? It's not grandfathered in. It's just not. It's not the way it works. It's not how any of this works.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Oh my God. They need to make a sitcom of those women. I love those old people, and I want to be one when I grow up.
I love it,
Yeah.
don't you? That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. The Facebook wall.
I mean, one commercial with those old broads, I love them. Bring them back.
And that stuck too, let me tell you. And we say it all the time.
I know.
That's not how it works.
Yeah,
That's not how any of it works.
Not how any of this works. Honest to God.
Oh my God. Okay, hey, I'm going to put some plugs in the description below. And then I'm going to compress the video. And if you want, send it your way if you want to put it up on your channel, or get a hold of me and let me know what you want to do.
Yeah, I have no problem letting my viewers, your viewers, everybody up on Facebook. We'll spread it like butter.
Butter and jelly sandwich.
We'll spread it on like butter. Yeah.
I'll do a download link for you so you can download this video. I'm pointing my pen. I do this. I can't hold still. I talk with my hands. I tie them under the table.
Are you gonna send the link to me via email?
However, it's easier for you to download.
I would think that would probably be the better way for me.
I'll
and then when are you gonna? Huh?
I'm gonna do a closing after we are done, and then I'm gonna splice my video pieces together and compress it, and then
good.
Send it your way. I'll figure it out.
All right, just send me the URL in an email, or send me the whatever. Once it's up, send me that, and then I can take that URL and put it into my blog, and then I'll share it on Facebook and Instagram.
I gotcha. I'll hook us up. Tech savvy stuff. Arbitrarily, Michelle.
Arbitrary, yeah.
I have so many people. I made a notebook so I can remember what I'm supposed to be doing, guys.
Yeah? Look what I got. I have one that says that.
Look. I did it last night. Well, 4 o'clock this morning. I think I drove John nuts punching holes. FlossTube. Look at this.
But then I forgot that I did that, so then I did this.
I couldn't find one. Couldn't find a notebook, so I made my own.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, because now I'm doing two things that, I've got double, I don't know.
You're arbitrary.
It's all right. It's all good.
You're arbitrarily.
Honest to God. Word of the day, arbitrary.
I love it.
All right, hon. You go ahead, do what you got to do. Send me the link.
I will. Thank you for coming
right.
and visiting Kaniki's Corner. And I'm going to keep you.
Love you.
I love you too, Laurie. And I'm going to keep you on my guest list so we can harass everybody some more later on in the future.
Oh, I have no problem. I like harassing people.
Me too. I'm good at it.
All right. Bye.
See you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, I'll be back. Laurie, we'll see you soon.
Right. Bye.
Bye. Okay, you all. Time for my closing. I'm going to put some links to Laurie and whatever else I can think of, my shout outs today in the description below. And I've got a regular scheduled, now I should call it irregular scheduled programming coming at you. I don't know, in a week or two, maybe sooner. I hope you enjoyed today's visit. I had a blast, and I will see you all again soon. And I still don't have a closing, so not goodbye. It's see you soon.